Would you be willing to voluntarily recall your position and step down from office if you do not fulfill the campaign promises you are making now in the first year after being elected or re-elected? Please substantiate your response.
Sure. Thank you for the question. So the question was, I don't know if I'll use it anyway. So the question was, would I step down if I don't fulfill the campaign promises after my first year? I think we've done a lot, especially for me. I think I've done a lot in my first year to try and fulfill those campaign promises. One of the ones that I have yet to fulfill, and I'm not going to step down because I have got to fulfill this, is to reform our public transportation system. One of the things that I really can't stand about the way that things are with public transportation, especially in Baltimore City, is the fact that we have a governance and a funding structure that doesn't account for the people that rely on public transportation, and that's the people in Baltimore City. And so what I've been trying to do is make sure that we have something that's totally different in terms of a governance structure so that any new governor cannot come in and say, no, federal government, we do not want $900 million to complete a red line project. Any new governor cannot come in and say, no, we want to shut down the MTA and reduce the service during a time like we had during COVID, which what most people don't understand also is that during COVID, while other major jurisdictions across the country actually lost people going to use public transportation, Baltimore City, the greater Baltimore metropolitan area, actually lost a little bit of population from using public transportation, and then it stayed very steady, which meant, one, many people, especially in the Baltimore area, relied on public transportation. And you know who those people were that were going using public transportation? Those were our first responders. Those were the only people that could actually go to work during that time. And so if it's stepping down from not fulfilling the campaign promise, I don't want to step down from not fulfilling that campaign promise, because we have got to do something around public transportation, especially for Baltimore City. I think it's up to the voters to decide whether or not I need to step down, and I hope that I've been doing enough to convince you that I need to stick around for a little while longer, especially if I'm going to fulfill that campaign promise and make sure that we transform public transportation for the citizens, especially in Baltimore City, who rely on it.